Nice to
How are
meet
you?
Hi, I'm fine. And you?
Good. I'm doing great. And where are you from?
I'm from Germany.
Germany.
Yep.
Okay, nice. And how long are you in Japan for?
I've been here for 2.5 weeks now, and I'm gonna stay till Wednesday.
Oh, until Wednesday.
Yep.
So you got a few more days left.
Yeah, just a few more days.
So have you gone to any places in Japan?
Yesterday I've been to Nara, I've been to Akihabara, I've been to Shibuya, Shinjuku, Yoyogi Koen, the stuff around here. Initially I wanted to go to Abyss for Drift Matsuri, but because the weather was rainy, more rainy than this, I decided not to go because it would be a 3-hour travel there and 3-hour travels back, and then you have to pay for the taxi, for the cab fees, and it would be
Too much hassle.
too much hassle.
I can imagine that, yeah. And so I like to ask you the main topic. Did you feel any strange things coming to Japan? Like any experience that you felt like you can share that with us?
Strange things, well, the strangest things are your panty vending machines and stuff like that.
Panty vending machines?
Yeah.
Does that exist?
What the? Okay, you haven't seen those?
No.
Okay, maybe in the meantime they are not here anymore, but last time I was here was 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
They had them. You just have to go to Akihabara and go to the highest stairs for to find those.
Panty vending machines?
Yeah, used panties.
Used panties?
Yeah.
Wow.
You didn't know that?
No, I did not know.
Okay, yeah, that's the strangest thing you would find.
Do you have any like uncommon things that you found, or you been feeling?
Well, uncommon is the most uncommon when you're coming from Germany is that you don't have any trash bins anywhere. You find them in convenience stores and next to the vending machines, but just for the bottles. But whenever you have some trash, you take it with you, and it works. That's the most uncommon thing I would find anywhere. You don't have any trash bins, and there's no litter anywhere, and that's crazy for me at least. If you go to Germany, Frankfurt, there's trash everywhere, although there are trash bins all around the corner.
What about any common sense that you have in Germany and in Japan that's different?
You're very tidy, you're very disciplined and mostly on time, and I can't compare our trains because yours work, ours don't, but the discipline is something that, the work ethic is something that is pretty common from Germany to Japan. So, yeah.
You felt that from like working with another Japanese person, or you just heard about it, you read about it? Or?
I met a couple of Japanese guys here, and I've worked with some in college.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's about that.
So you actually have experience with it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that will be it. So thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
So I'm from Germany, but I'm half German, half French.
Okay. So you speak both languages?
Yes, I speak German, French, and English.
Oh, very nice. Nice. Trilingual.
Yes. Well, I also speak Japanese actually, but I don't count it as fluent as the other three, but pretty fluent.
How much do you know though?
Well, pretty much everything you need for everyday life.
Oh, really? So you live in Japan, or?
No, I was actually in high school in Japan when I was 15 for a year as an exchange student, and now I just arrived yesterday.
Oh, you arrived yesterday?
Yeah.
Wow. And how long are you staying in?
3 months.
3 months?
Yeah.
Okay, so you finished high school and you're still a student, I'm guessing? Or?
No, I'm working.
Oh, you're working now?
Yeah.
Because you're still very, very young. So.
Yes, that's true. That's true. No, it's 7 years ago, so.
No, 7 years ago?
Yes, or 8 years.
Oh, 8
God.
years.
Yeah.
Well, how do you like Japan?
Very, very much. That's why I came back to. I was in Joetsu, that's in Niigata-ken, and for high school, first year, and then in 2019 I did an internship in Tokyo for a month.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you're back for 3 months now. So I'd like to ask you, any strange things that you felt? Maybe back in your high school or maybe now, whatever that's felt. Do you have any experience?
I do actually. Back in high school, since it was a very small town, there weren't that many, foreigners.
Yes.
And people constantly kept looking, of course. So, for example, when I crossed the bridge, I knew I had to put on a hood or something like that, because otherwise the cars would all move, in a weird way, and I was always afraid that they would make car accidents actually.
Oh, okay.
Because of the blonde hair, they just kind of look and then move the wrong way around.
Yeah.
And that also often happened at school. We had a school that was a square, and I was very often in the library for work because I was doing my German studies at the same time.
Okay.
And the classes that could see me in the library, all the boys and girls were constantly like that and sending kisses. But when they actually saw me nearby, even though I could speak Japanese with them, they never talked to me. They were frightened and they just became stoned and were just looking away.
Maybe they were shocked that you could speak Japanese.
Maybe. Well, at the beginning I couldn't, so I guess they were used to that and forgot that in a year you do learn the language.
Yeah.
But
you're in the environment, so
yeah, exactly. And nobody can speak English, so yeah. But that was very interesting because at my high school in Germany, we had a few exchange students, but people didn't really realize that often, and they just talked to them in German, did anything they wanted. But Germans are very different about that, but we're less friendly. Everybody was very friendly here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you had one of the experience that people were friendly to you, and any common sense that you felt that's different from Japan?
Yes. One thing that's very different is, of course, drinking.
Drinking?
Yes, because in Germany at 16 I was already allowed to drink and very used to it actually, since I come from the countryside and there are a lot of festivals, like in Bayern's traditional festivals, where there's no water, so even kids drink beer actually. But that's not normal everywhere, but where I come from. But here, they were always making jokes, trying to give it to me, taking it away, because of course I was not allowed here. Even when working here in 2019, I was still not allowed to drink, even though I was totally used to it from home. Yeah, that's very different. And you have to understand it when you come here, okay? Be careful about that. Yeah.
What about drinking habits, in Japan, and how
very
people
different
drink?
too, because in Japan I feel they drink more or want to drink more and more often, it's more normal to do it from the moment on you're allowed. But in Germany, since you're used to it since you're so young, it's kind of just something you do at a party if it's the time for it, but you don't on purpose say, okay, let's go out for a drink. It's just okay, there's a bar, then let's drink, but it's not the purpose all the time. It's the purpose, of course, when going to the October Festival or something like that, but that's still different, I think, and the way you drink them. The Germans can drink a lot, so that's different too. And in Japan now, I was really surprised, especially in Tokyo, there are so many tiny little bars and this more intimate way of drinking, but more also at the same time. And you don't worry if you're drunk. It feels like you don't worry if you're drunk because you don't have to worry about getting home. You can sleep anywhere in worst case.
True.
In Germany, that's not possible at all. No, you don't.
Probably get your stuff all, stolen, right?
Probably that, and trains go actually pretty late, so you can get home very long. In France you don't actually. In France it's just 11 o'clock. I was super shocked. In Paris you can't go out to drink very long. It's just very short. But in Germany, well, on the countryside most people just walk home. So you see a lot of people pass out in the fields.
In the field?
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you very much for your time.
Welcome.
And by the way, your eyes are very
Thank
nice.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much for your time.
Very nice outfits, matching outfits.
Thank you.
So you guys got it from Uniqlo, Ginza?
Yeah. We decided to just do something funny at the last tail end of our trip, and Uniqlo is really accessible price point and lots of fun souvenir stuff. So we figured, let's do it. So
this is very Japanese, I would say, because in Disneyland in Japan, you know, the couples would need to, you know, like get their like mascot hats and then get everything all masked up and then go to Disneyland.
Yeah, when we were in Osaka, we saw a couple that like had matching outfits, and that's kind of like where we got the idea. We were like, oh, we should do that just for fun one day.
Well, and I've seen it a lot on like, I can't even think, I've just been super into Japanese culture like for over a decade, obviously, and that's just one of the things I had seen every once in a while was matching couple outfits, and I thought, what if, and I actually asked him about it at the very beginning of our trip. Wouldn't it be funny if, and he said, no, we're not doing that. But then when we got to Uniqlo, he was like, I actually think that this is doable and it'd be fun. So he actually picked everything out today.
Oh,
Yesterday.
Yesterday we picked it out.
And where are you guys from?
We're from Texas.
Oh, Texas.
Yep.
United States.
United States.
Nice. I used to live in the United States too.
Where at?
Closer to Canada, so
Oh, okay, up north.
Bellingham, yeah.
Gotcha.
Washington.
Very different from where we're at.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And so how long are you guys in Japan for?
3 weeks.
3 weeks, and
3
this
weeks.
is your
Second to last day.
Oh, second to
or
last
third
day.
to last? Something like that.
Yeah, we leave Monday.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So how do you guys like Japan?
We love it.
It's amazing.
It's great.
First
Yeah.
time?
First time for me.
Second time for you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Only the first time, I only came for about like 5 or 6 days, and I was only in Tokyo. This time was way different because we went all around Japan and not just into one city.
Okay. Did you guys go down further south, or did you guys go up?
Both.
Oh,
We
both.
started off here in Tokyo.
Yes.
Then we went to Aomori.
Aomori.
We were there
Oh, okay.
for a couple days, then Osaka, and then Kyoto, Nara, and then here. We went to Fujinomiya and then
Fujinomiya.
Kawaguchiko.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Kawaguchiko.
Kawaguchiko,
There we
yeah.
go.
Kawaguchiko.
Yeah, and then
You're getting
here.
there. That's the biggest thing he's had to learn is how to pronounce the city names.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah,
It is hard,
especially
yes.
being from Texas, like our accents are so thick. I feel
Yeah.
like.
Okay. So in Aomori, did you guys have apple?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
Good?
Yeah. very
Different
good.
apple than back home, eh?
It was bigger and like crisper, you know, and like yeah, it was much better.
More sweeter?
Sweeter, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
The fruit here just tastes better, I think. It's sweeter.
What was your favorite
Favorite fruit?
fruit that you had in Japan?
It's a
Probably the
toss-up
apple.
between the
Apple?
apple and the strawberries.
Strawberries.
Yeah, I like the
Did
strawberries.
you guys have white strawberries?
No,
There's a white one.
I know that they exist, but I just don't know where to get them.
Yeah, there's only I think only certain supermarkets or places that you can get it. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
But the
Alright.
food all over the country's been great.
It's all good.
Yeah,
It's
because
all-
the seafood is like where we're from.
okay.
We're like kind of up north in Texas, and the seafood is just not very good. But the seafood here is so much better.
Wouldn't trust it at back home. But yeah, everything is super sweet here compared to what we're used to.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. All right. So today's topic is any strange things that you felt or experienced in Japan. Do you have any of that?
It seemed like you thought of one earlier.
No, not for the strange ones. I couldn't think
Strange
of anything.
things.
Strange things.
I
Any
mean,
experience?
One strange thing would just be like how clean the toilets are.
Oh,
here.
the toilets.
Like when you go back to America, like you can't just use a public restroom like normally. Like,
my God, it's a
you have to
nightmare.
like find a nice clean one. But like here you could like use the toilet anywhere. It's clean, it's nice, it's like modern. Back home it's not like that at all.
When you say strange, do you mean like
Any.
a weird phenomenon that's been happening, or do you mean like
Yeah, it could be.
just atypical?
Well, I just feel like being taller, people
taller.
kind of just stare, especially like when we were in like Fujinomiya, people just kind of tend to like, do double takes and stuff like that. And then we're always just kind of like dressed down, I would say. Most people are in suits, so I just kind of feel out of place, like in jeans all the time.
Oh, because we're here during the week so much.
Yeah.
It's everybody's in their work attire.
But people are much better dressed here than in America. Like in America, people just wear like athleisure, like shorts, basketball shorts,
Yeah.
like athletic tees. But here, like people are like dressed to the nines all the time, which is nice. It's a nice change of pace.
Smoking's another one.
Oh, smoking.
Back home, I'm used to being able to never have to be around cigarette smoke. There's usually not a smoking section anywhere. People will maybe be smoking outside, maybe. But here, there's smoking sections indoors, smoking sections in the restaurant, smoking rooms everywhere, and most of the bars are smoking. And so the smell, it gets to me. It's rough.
And thank you very much.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, thank you very much for your time. Where are you from?
Norway.
Oh, Norway.
Yeah.
Wow, nice. And how long are you in Japan for?
12 days.
12 days? And
Yeah.
this is your
This is the third day.
third day?
Yeah.
Okay, how do you like it so far?
It's awesome. Yeah.
Awesome.
Food is amazing. Friendly people. Yeah, really cool.
What kind of food did you have?
Yeah, we've done a couple of izakayas so far, and a ramen place, which was really good. And then we're gonna try. I don't even remember all the different names, but yeah, we'll try as much as possible.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have any plans on going around Japan, just in Tokyo, or?
No, we're going to Kyoto and Osaka, and but on the way there we're also stopping at Hakone.
Hakone?
Yeah, Hakone.
Today, we'd like to ask you any strangest experience or anything that you felt in Japan?
Well, we're going to a pig petting cafe after this, which is interesting. That's something you won't find in Norway.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I've
Like mini pigs.
Mini pigs, right?
Yeah,
like small ones?
really small ones. Yeah. So let's see. I haven't seen that before.
Yeah,
we also
yeah.
passed by an otter place, like where you can pet otters.
Oh, otters, yes. Yes. I've been there.
Yeah, you've been there.
Yes,
Yeah, that looks
really,
cool as well.
really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Their hands are super soft,
Okay.
so it's like touching sponge, kind of.
Cool.
Yeah, it's like rubber sponge. Yeah. And do you have any common sense from your country, and whatever the common sense that you felt in Japan that's different?
Well, I noticed, I've heard this before as well, but I've noticed one thing that's very different, and that's slurping your food.
Oh, slurping food, yes.
Yeah, which is common, of course, here, and that's considered impolite in, I think, most of Europe. But it's very interesting because even I even read about it online. Like like you chill the noodles like when you slurp it.
Yes.
So it makes sense.
It does,
So
yes.
I tried to do it myself, but I have such a strong sort of I don't know. I find it difficult to do it myself, even though I know it's okay here to
Yes.
do it. Like so, yeah, that was kind of interesting.
It's because you've been, not doing it for
Yeah.
the longest time.
Yeah, like if you did that as a child, my mother would say, stop doing that. So yeah, that's very different.
I can actually agree to that because I grew up in Canada.
Oh yeah.
And I was born and raised in here.
Okay.
So I know when to slurp and not to slurp.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So you switch like when you're.
Switch,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay. Oh, that's
So yeah,
interesting.
if you know that, then
I know, but even like on the plane here, the guy next to me was Japanese. He was slurping his food. I'm like, okay, yeah, so we're there already. Yeah. It's,
But do you have any experience, like let's say back home, like in Norway, and like Asian tourists comes in and then slurping?
I've
thing?
never seen it in Norway. Maybe I'm not in the right places, but yeah, I'm sure it happens there as well, but I haven't seen it.
Okay. So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
So where are you guys from?
Italy.
From Italy. Okay. And how long are you guys staying in Japan for?
We stay for 3 weeks, but we arrived just yesterday.
Just yesterday. All right. So where are you guys planning to go in Japan?
We stay 4 days in Tokyo, and then we move to Osaka,
Osaka?
and then to Kyoto, and then come back to Tokyo to come back. Yeah.
Okay. So I guess you guys have a long trip ahead of you.
Yeah.
Do you have any plans on what kind of food are you trying to eat?
Not really, no. We just what we found we eat.
So what have you guys eaten in Japan so far? Anything?
Fried chicken.
Fried chicken?
Yeah.
From KFC or?
No. From old ladies in a little street.
Oh, the same street?
So with an egg ball, we eat some fried chicken, and we eat some onigiri from the 7-Eleven, and sushi from which was the I don't remember the name of the
market, or was it a
no, in a restaurant. Yes,
Oh, in a
yes.
restaurant. Okay. Nice. So I wanted to ask you today, what kind of like common things that's from your country that's different from Japan.
Yes.
So we'd like to ask you that.
Yes, so we came from Italy. In Italy, the people is so loud. They scream, they move. They are not very quiet. In Japan, the people is very respectful and very quiet. So I think this is the major difference from our country.
So like in terms of like being respectful, did you have any experience in that? Like let's say from your
from here?
From
Yes. When we just arrived in Japan, a man helped her with the baggage.
Yes.
This man helped her with the baggage. It was so heavy because we stay a lot of days. So this man it was not very young, but he still with his how much he can and help her to go up to the stairs. So this was when we saw that, we just say this is the right country.
I guess you don't see that very often in Italy?
Not so much. Not so much.
I see. All right. Well, please enjoy the stay in Japan.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much for your time.
We hope the weather is good the next day.
I hope so. Yes. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.